Hey, this is Jake with Associate PI. This is part 7 of our CPCU 500 video series. In today's video, we are going over a CPCU 500 practice exam. Once again, this video is presented by Associate PI. We are an independent organization, not affiliated with the CPCU designation or the institutes. We're just a bunch of CPCU designees ourselves, and we are here to help you pass your exams. So let's get started with the video. Again, as I mentioned, this is number 7 of our 8-part video series for the CPCU 500. You can see all videos at AssociatePI.com/videos. So in this video, I'm going to give you a couple practice questions, show you the correct answer, and then show you how we got to the correct answer and provide an answer explanation. So I'm going to go a little quick, and if you would like to answer these questions on your own, you can pause the video, go through it yourselves, and then return to the video and I will provide the correct answer. So in this first question, we are giving you a sample of what you'll probably see on part A of the CPCU 500 exam, and this is a sample of a concept question. So this question says, standard deviation is a representation of what? And it gives you 4 multiple choice answer options. So this is a good example of a question and a question format that you might see on your exam. So let's go on to the answer. The answer here is A, and the explanation here, or the answer is, standard deviation is a measure of how widely dispersed values in a distribution are. So standard deviation is pretty important on the CPCU 500 exam, so make sure you know the definition and know how to answer questions such as this one. And here's an explanation below if you need help with this question. On to the next question, question number 2. This question says, all of the following are advantages of risk transfer except. So get used to this type of question. You'll probably see a lot of this question format on the exam where it'll give you some type of definition concept, and it'll say all of the following are true except, or or which of the following are true. And so a lot of true false questions like that will be on the exam. So again, I'm going to go on to the answer pretty quickly. If you want to solve this question yourself, you can pause the video now. And now I'm going to move on to the answer. Correct answer is D. So D is not an advantage of risk transfer. So cost saving is, which is answer option D, cost saving is an advantage of retention, not risk transfer. So I highly recommend you memorize both the advantages of retention and risk transfer, because the exam will definitely do this where it'll try to trick you. It'll give you a bunch of risk transfer advantages and then give you a risk retention advantage as one of the answer options. And you're going to be so used to reading the advantages of these 10 different advantages of each: risk transfer, risk retention. You're going to mix and mingle them and confuse them. So make sure you know distinctly what are the advantages of retention and what are the advantages of risk transfer. So here's a good sample question that shows how this exam will try to trick you. All right, now we're going on to a difficult question. This is question number 3. This is something that you'll probably see on part B of the CPCU 500 exam. Now, this is a question that we actually covered, I believe it was video number 5 of the CPCU 500 video series. We go into a lot more detail with this exact question, where we show you how we approach and solve this type of question, and we provide a full detailed breakdown. So if you have not watched that video, I recommend you go back to video number 5, where we break down some sample questions from part B of the CPCU 500 exam. For now, I'm not going to go into as much detail, but you can pause the video, read through the question, and try and answer it yourself. But let's go on to the correct answer. So the correct answer here is D, and as I mentioned in our part 5 of the video series, we go into a lot more detail, showing exactly how we got to this answer. But essentially here, the correct answer is that David's home is insured to at least 80% of the property value, so it does meet the condition of insurance to value. That's good. That means the insurance company will pay the full claim. But here's the tricky part, and this is where the exam will try to trip you up. The limit of insurance is only $230,000. Even though the claim is $280,000, the insurance company will not pay the full $280,000 because his maximum limit is $230,000. So the most the insurance company will pay, and in this case, what the insurance company will pay is answer D, $230,000. This is an example of how the exam will have these multi-part questions where you might think you have the right answer. You might think the answer is A, 280,000, but you have to think one step further, fully read the question, go back and realize that, oh, no, the limit is 230,000. The most they are going to pay is 230,000, even if the claim is 280,000. So here's a good example of what you might see in Part B and how difficult those type of questions can be. And that's it for our practice exam video. That's it for video series number 7. If you want more practice questions and if you want a free study guide and our 10 steps to pass the CPCU 500 exam, I recommend you go over to AssociatePI.com/practice exam and download the free CPCU 500 practice exam. We give a lot more questions like this, very similar to these ones. It'll really help you get a grasp for the type of questions that you will see on the exam. And if you need more resources, check out some of our blogs over at AssociatePI.com/CPCU 500. You can get access to any of these blogs for free. And that's it for Part 7 of this CPCU 500 video series. You can go check out video number 8 next, where we are breaking down the CPCU 500 passing grade. And you can see all of the 8 parts of our video series at AssociatePI.com/videos. And that's it. We'll see you on the next video.